That's kind of a downer way to put it. You're still a bit of a sourpuss, Amadi. You know that? Just stand down and rest for now. I'll give you further instructions later. Amaterasu had been thoroughly briefed by her troops on what had happened as she made her way here. It seemed that in the course of performing future transplantation experiments on Tokyo locals, a sacred artifact was discovered that actively repels the process. And worse still, its effects are not limited to the bearer, but can be applied to those around him as well. As a result, the newest model cyborg, Kokopelli, has had his future memories counteracted, and has subsequently gone on something of a rampage. And in the confusion this spurred, many of the other Tokyoites have managed to escape. The Tokyoites undoing their conditioning is unexpected, but acceptable. Their only purpose was to lure the trophy, after all. But allowing the descendants of Solomon, trophy included, to escape, that is where the line must be drawn. I do so loathe this frail body. Would not be the best move for me. Would not the best move for me now be to ascertain the severity of the situation firsthand? What's wrong, Jarl? You're kind of stumbling. Oh, what a rush! Hold on, wrong voice. Oh, what a rush! You're like a pillar propping me up like that. A real security blanket. But I'm okay on my own. Jarl ain't no stumbler. I don't know what you're talking about with that. Beats me hard. So with the board arranged as it is now, who shall I send out next? And where shall I move them? A group of familiar faces appear before Bale as he leads his troops onward. Well now, it seems we have a stray child prodigy on our hands. Has Michael sent you to take command of the Tokyoites? We've actually just been given new orders by Amaterasu, but I'm sure you already knew about that, right? Of course, and I also know I'm in no position to object to such orders. This feels good. This feels very good. I definitely like where this is going. Though the rift in standing between Michael and the Materasu has grown rather wide. Too wide to ignore if you ask me. Baal considers the current political climate as it applies to his particular regiment. At present, Michael and Amaterasu are perfectly aligned with the rulemaker's interests. Add on Yonkapon into the mix, and the rulemakers have achieved a handy majority. That majority is an unstable one, however, very much at the risk of collapse. Michael is happy to extend his guidance towards those he feels are on the side of good, but he is equally inclined to punish those he feels act in defiance of his god. Amaterasu, then, is the type of person who would readily sign off on an act of sacrifice if she believed it to be the most optimal solution to a problem. Anyankapon, meanwhile, is widely renowned for loving humans more than anyone else. He might look the other way were a transient sent to be sacrificed, but he would never approve it of a human. And in his absence, he has handed the reins to like-minded individuals instructing them to be mindful, yet critical, of any new orders passed down from on high. For Onyankopon's primary goal, above all else, is to provide a future for humans who are otherwise destined to die. In this game, those of minority standing lose the ability to dictate rules. Thus, it's purely due to their hard-fought majority that the rule makers are able to manipulate troops and other leaders as they have been. But if any steps should be taken that bring harm to any Tokyoites, Onyankopon's support would unquestionably be withdrawn in an instant. By this token, Michael and Amaterasu cannot directly take any destructive action against Tokyo locals. Particularly not if Onyankopon's devotees, who share his deep fondness for humans, are watching. Michael knows, as he fights, that standing just behind him is Baphomet, who is very much in Onyankopon's camp. He is thus fully aware that he must not bring any harm to Kokopelli, who is, among many other things, a human and a Tokyoite. This restraint on Michael's part has brought the fight between him and Kokopelli to an inevitable stalemate. If only that pesky Onyankopon loyalists weren't here, I could take more drastic measures. Instead of drastic measures, however, Michael focuses on trying to capture Kokopelli for later hand delivery back to Onyankopon. Studying the effects of future transplant rejection could prove essential to the realization of the rulemaker's future vision. And strengthening their ties with Onyankopon in general couldn't hurt in and of itself. If you, who strive only to curry favor with the gods, truly do grasp the extent of my combat ability, then by extension, I can grasp yours as well. I haven't survived as long as I have for nothing. Kokopelli points his firearm at the ceiling and lets loose. Lucky for me, I know just where to shoot. Ha ha ha! This place won't remain intact for much longer. May we meet again should you survive the collapse. Alright. I am in a bit of a hurry to get back to base, but you say this is a matter of some urgency? I'm terribly sorry to hold you up, Professor Onyankopon, but I truly do thank you for taking the time to speak with me. When those to whom I am destiny-bound advise that I hear you out, and tell me it's about our shared beliefs, I can hardly say no. Daikoku, it seems, called in a number of favors and spared no expense in arranging this meeting with Onyankopon. Then let's get started. I'd like to speak with you about the future transplant and the recent rejection incident thereof. With that as a foreword, Daikoku begins rattling off all the information he's brought with him for this very meeting. Do you remember, Amaterasu? Do you remember breaking up my faction, reducing us to irrelevancy? Well, turnabout is fair play. It's time for you to feel what it's like to have your entire division ripped to shreds.